Hey, beautiful souls. I'm back. It has been an interesting 2 weeks around here. Um, 2 weeks ago, I got a call from the property management company um, letting me know that the owner of this building would be putting it on the market. So, what that meant for me was that I needed to be available when potential buyers um, needed to come in to tour, because they were not just going to be touring the downstairs. They would have to do the tour of my apartment as well. And so I said, oh, no problem. But the one thing that I did run into was, normally when I do my DIY projects, and if I'm finished for the day, I just leave the project there and then I'll come back the next day or whenever I'm going to come back. Well, since I need to keep the place tidy, when I finish now, I have to make sure that I have somewhere to store it, so it won't be visible when potential buyers come. So I think I'm kind of getting a little rhythm to it now, but it was a lot nicer when I could just leave it and come back to it. So the next thing that happened was, guys, I have been trying to get my nightstands painted, my storage cabinet for my costume jewelry, and the base of the benches painted that sit at the foot of my bed. So the first time I tried to paint them, I went on the patio, and it was morning, and it wasn't late, guys. It was probably about 8:45. So I went on and said, I'm going to go ahead and get this painted. Guys, I was out on the patio for about 5 minutes. And guess what? I was drenched in sweat. So immediately I abandoned the project and said, I'll just do it another time. So the next time that I made up my mind that I was going to do it, guys, it rained and we had thunderstorms for most of the day. So last week, guys, I had it. And I woke up and I said, come rain, shine, snow, sleet, or hail, I was going to get the painting portion of this project out of the way. So that evening I went out, and oh guys, it was such a nice evening. There was a breeze blowing and I got excited. So I immediately went and I grabbed the paint can and I started shaking it up, because I had set up the table earlier in the day. And I was shaking that paint can and I was just excited, and I started shh, 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 shh. And guys, I got the first coat on and I was just so proud of myself. So I was going to wait a few minutes, and I said, no, I better go ahead and start on the other one. Well, by the time I got ready to put the first coat on the other one, you would not believe what happened to me. Take a look at this clip and I'll be right back. So what do you think about that, guys? I had not been on the patio for no longer than 7 minutes, and this torrential rainstorm came from nowhere. So I ended up having to move the stuff off the table because, guys, the rain was not coming straight down. It was blowing at an angle, and it was just my porch, my patio was drenched. And I remember it was on a Tuesday because my friend, she texted me and said, "Are you coming to church tonight?" And I said, "No, because if I did, I would have to come in a canoe because it dropped so much water in a little bit of time, guys. I could not even get out to go to my car. Well, I could because I had rain boots, but it was just, and it was still raining. And I said, no, I'm not coming. And that lightning was flashing. I said, no, I'm not coming." But guys, I shared this video with you because I was bound and determined. And I had made up in my mind, I said, now God, I set a goal, and I wanted to be able to upload a video every Thursday. Every Thursday, and I wanted to be consistent to that. See, so in my mind, I'm thinking, if I don't get it done now, when Thursday comes, I will not have anything to upload. Well, me being me, guys, I have extra videos already. I call it in the queue. And so I was down to one video, and I'm like, I'm stressing because I don't want to get to the point where I am just pressed for time to get videos up. And so I was just bound and determined to do it, guys, but that was not the case. And so I said that to say this: delayed does not mean denied. I was bound and determined, guys, and eventually, guess when the eventually came? I finally was able to paint one of the nightstands 2 days ago, and one of the bases of the bench that one of the bases of the bench that goes at the foot of my bed. Guys, the rest of it is still isn't painted, but I'm just gonna have to go with what I have. So for those of you who are trying to force stuff and make it happen, maybe you have a business and there's some things that you want to incorporate in your business, and you keep trying to do this thing, but this thing isn't working. My advice to you is to put it on the back burner for now. And I know some of you are saying, well, I can't put it on the back burner for now because if I need this done in order to go to the next step. Well, that may not always be the case. The thing that you're trying to incorporate in your business, do you know everything there is to know about it? So since you are trying to make this work and it's not working, why not become a student and learn everything that you can about this thing that you want to incorporate into your business? And maybe by the time things get to rolling good and you can come back to this, well, guess what? You will have tons of information because you have already studied it. And the good thing about that is, if you come across something that you don't know, you can always go back to your notes. Also, for those of you who maybe have gotten a bad report, bad health report, and you are getting better, but it's not going as fast as you think it should be going, delayed does not mean denied. Do everything you can in the natural. Whatever you do, consult your physicians and just keep moving forward. Just add little things each day that could help you become better. And the last one, guys, if you are desiring a wife or a husband and things don't seem to be working out, there you don't have anybody in plain sight, don't give up. Delayed does not mean denied. Take this time to learn about you, your likes, your dislikes. Guys, learn how to date yourself. I take myself out on a date probably about twice a month, and I love going to the movies, so that's basically what I do. If I don't go to movies, I might go to the park, or sometimes I get in Lola and we ride out to thrift stores and just go. I love home stuff, so I tend to go to a lot of places that sell home stores. I like antique shops. So that's what I do. But most of the time, I go to the movies and I have a wonderful time. Also, learn how to be content with just it being you. If you have a relationship with the Lord, cultivate that relationship even more. Get even closer to the Lord. And then guess what? Learn how to love yourself. And when Mr. Right or Miss Right comes along, you will know how to love them because you love yourself. And so I'm going to say it one more time. Delayed does not mean denied. And I hope that helped someone today. So now we're going to get back to our regularly scheduled program. So guys, I'm going to have to stop the recording and go set up in the living room because I have all the stuff there because it will not fit in my little thumb size kitchen. So I'll be right back. This is one of the nightstands that I finished, and I still have to do the little gold detailing on the other nightstand. It actually looks white on film, but really it is a soft beigey ivory color. And I'm going to get up close to you I'm going to get up close to it so you can actually see the details in it. Once I finished painting it, guys, it was still too flat for me. So I said, what could I do to give it some depth and some dimension and add some character? So the legs actually mimic bamboo, and what I did was I taped off the raised portion and I painted that gold, and I think that helped with what I was trying to accomplish. But the good thing, guys, was once I taped it off and removed the tape, this is what happened. It actually pulled off the top layer of the ivory color, and it exposed the gold underneath, guys. And I love this. Now, some of you may think that this is a no-no, but I love this. It added so much more to the piece. And so I just kept pulling the tape off, and wherever it took extra paint, it was fine with me. Guys, I love this. And yes, I am down on my knees. But this is it. I'm going to get close up on it for you. And then I'm going to do a close-up. Sorry, it's wobbly. I'm going to do a close-up of, look at this, guys. What do you think about that? I think it's so lovely. Now, guys, for those of you who like crisp edges once you paint, and you want everything to be nice and pristine, this is not the paint project for you. But I think this turned out lovely, and I can't wait till you guys see it in context with the room. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. Okay, you remember these stools, right? And I told you guys that I was not going to recover them. Well, guys, I had to make a decision. And you know, with me, when it comes to design, everything is subject to change. So what I ended up doing was I used the Ikat to cover the bench. And in my previous video, I was thinking about using the Ikat to make a bed skirt. But guys, I came to this conclusion. I was not going to disassemble my bed again and have stuff all over the place and had potential home buyers coming in and my place would be a wreck. So I opted just to use the Ikat on the benches, and I think it turned out really nice. But maybe you can help me, because now I'm not for sure. I painted the base of this one brown, and now I'm not for sure if I really like that, or should I keep it gold. So let me see. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna switch it out. Okay guys, so which one do you like the best? Do you like the gold? Let me get closer. Do you like the gold? Or do you like it better on the brown base? So I'm still not sure. So guys, drop it in the comment which base you like best for the Ikat print. Now guys, I really love this print because I think it is just making a wonderful statement. I love it. So on to the paints that I used. I used Rust-Oleum Metallic in gold. This was for the bedside tables, and it's called Heirloom White. And it's in a satin finish. And also, guys, I used a clear spray paint to seal the paint that I painted the side tables with. So I added several coats of this, and then I think I applied 2 coats of the acrylic spray paint, of the clear acrylic spray paint. Okay, and then I used espresso, and I used several thin coats to spray the base of the bench. So guys, I am still kind of undecided about whether or not which base I want. Do I want the gold base or do I want the brown base? And also, see, I still have not touched the storage cabinet for my jewelry. So this is another project that I'm going to have to get on to really quickly. Also, guys, I purchased a rug, and it should be in on the 22nd. So I'm excited about that. And once it comes in, I'll do a little mini reveal so you guys can see it. Is there anything else? Hold on 1 minute, guys. Let me grab my pad off the bed and see if I'm missing anything. Oh, no, I think that is about it. I do have a picture that I have hung above the bed, and I also found a mirror to hang beside the bed. So other than that, guys, that is basically it. I'm not going to turn the camera around. I will be back next week, and I'm going to be inviting a friend over, and I'm going to be decorating the table, and she and I are just going to sit and catch up and enjoy each other. So guys, until next time, chat soon.